Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. I've got another offering from Cyansky today. I'm very excited about this one. This is model P20. Now the current price point at the time of me filming this video for this light is $64.95. 1600 lumens of output, 240 meters of throw, and it has a maximum runtime of 150 hours. That's 6.25 days. Fantastic. This light comes with a 18650 battery that is rechargeable. So it has a plug on the battery itself, and you can also run a standard 18650 in this flashlight. You can also run dual CR123s or dual RCR123s or 16340 batteries. So it's a portable high output flashlight. It runs on a very nice luminous SST40 LED. So on the side of the packaging you can see portable high output flashlight. And then, of course, the other side of the packaging, it's giving you those specs. Once again, the candela is 14,405. It's impact resistant down to 2 meters and also IPX8 waterproof down to 2 meters. So here is a look at the technical parameters. I will be talking about this in this video. So without further ado, I'm so excited. Let's just go ahead and open this up and see what's included. So it pulls out just like a drawer. You got a couple things here and there's nothing left in the box, so we'll set that aside. So the first thing that we see is the warranty card for this flashlight. The next thing that you'll see is the user manual for this model P20. So feel free to pause your screen if there's anything that you see that you want to read a little longer. Again, I'll be talking about all this stuff in this review. Now there is some contact information for Cyansky in case there's anybody out there that needs to get in touch with them. Now right here you can see some operating instructions, a little bit about the voltage downshifting. There's some information on the warranty, and then of course a packing list of what's included when you purchase one of these lights. Now right off the bat, the first thing that we see is a USB-A to micro USB charging cable. So very nice. You can also see a holster that's very basic but gives good protection to the light. So we'll set that aside. It's nice that they include that. It's a good addition to a flashlight. Right here, there's a few things in this bag. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and make sure that we don't miss anything. So you can see we have 2 replacement O-rings there. We also have a tail cap switch replacement cover. So that is very cool that they include that, as well as a nice lanyard that we can install on this flashlight if we wanted a lanyard. So without further ado, let's take a look at the light itself. The first thing that you'll see here is this little card. It's basically telling us that we need to charge the flashlight before we use it. Now I've already done that off camera, so this light is ready to go. When you plug in your charger to the battery, it'll turn 2 colors. It'll turn red when it's charging, and I believe it was blue when charging is complete, or green. So right there is the port right there. You want to make sure that you take out this insulation film so that you can use this light. And this is a standard 18650 battery. Runs at 2600 milliamp hour. They could have bumped that up a little bit more to maybe 3400 or something. That would have been nice. But it is nice that they include a battery that can be charged right here on the battery. And I like that a lot because there's nothing on the flashlight that you have to, like little flaps that you got to remove or take out of the way. I like that when they leave the flashlight alone and let the charging be either on a charger or like you see here on the battery. So big, big, big thumbs up for them for doing that, keeping the flashlight solid in its construction. So there's a look at the tail cap switch, and as you can see, it's very nice construction. There's a look at the button, nice snap to it. There's an area where you can attach the lanyard, and it's a nice little tail cap switch. And there's the battery tube. Looking down, you can see a nice solid contact point towards the head of the light right there. So it's a nice addition. Now, a question that I always have is, can you reverse the battery tube to orient the pocket clip differently? So we're going to test that right now. We're going to thread that on. It appears that it will not, because this isn't closing all the way. So I think the answer is no. We're not getting over that O-ring. So we have to put it back to its original state, which is a little tiny bit of a bummer, but not too bad. Now we're looking at a glass lens here, and as you can see, there's the SST40 LED inside. We've got an eggshell type reflector. This light is a regulated output light, so it's not going to be bouncing all up and down, you know, on brightness and stuff like that. It's going to stay very consistent in its brightness because of that. And it's got overheat protection. The cool thing about this light is you have a tail switch and a side switch, and basically the tail switch can be used momentary, so you can kind of like half press and you see the light turning on there, or you can just click it and turn it on. So you have momentary or constant depending on what you do with the tail switch. And then once you turn the light on, you just use the side switch to cycle through the modes. So you got low, medium, high, and turbo, and then long press for a strobe. Single press takes you back to the last mode accessed prior to strobe. So it's very cool that this light has a memory. So when you turn the light off, you see we're on a low setting. Turn it off, turn it back on. Look, it comes right back to that setting. So let's say we were on medium, for example. Turn the light off. Is it going to remember that? Yes, it is. You put it back on and it's right back to medium. So I love that. It just, the only setting that it won't remember is going to be strobe. So very cool that they do that. This light does have a low voltage warning. So in the event that your battery gets below 3 volts, this light will flash 3 times every 5 minutes, letting you know that this light needs charge. Now it does have an anti-rolling feature, so whether it's gonna hit the button here and stop rolling or the pocket clip, it won't roll if you set it down on a table. Now this light is impact resistant and IPX8 waterproof, both of those down to 2 meters. So that's very impressive. It's not that heavy. It weighs 74 grams. Of course, that weight's without the battery. And the dimensions of the light, if you look at the diameter of the head, it's 25.6 millimeters. The body is 24 millimeters, and the length of the light is 133 millimeters. Now, the working temperature of this light is minus 30 centigrade all the way up to 50 degrees centigrade. And if you want to look at that in Fahrenheit, that's minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is a very nice light. So let's go ahead and turn it on one more time. You can see that we are on low. This is 10 lumens, and this will last 150 hours. That's 6¼ days, and on this setting it'll give us 19 meters of throw, and the candela rating is 90. If we single press, we're going to bump up to medium. I like this setting. This is 200 lumens for 8 hours. It produces 85 meters of throw and puts out 1801 on candela. Single press again takes us to high, 650 lumens for 3 hours, we get 153 meters of throw, 5852 on the candela. And then if we single press one more time, we're going to get to that 1600 lumen turbo mode. That is very bright. 1.5 hours of runtime, 240 meters of throw, 14,405 candela. And then if we long press strobe warning, we're going to get into that 1600 lumen strobe. I like this strobe because it changes its frequency. It's fast and then it gets slow. This will last for 3 hours, 240 meters of throw, and it also puts out 14,405 candela. Single press takes us back to the last mode access prior to strobe. And then again, we can go low, medium, high, and there's turbo. So here we have our ice cream bucket. We've got the light on low. We're just going to drop the whole thing down in there. I guess I should have taken that tag off first. Let's do that now. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so we'll drop it in there, and you can see that we're clearly passing. Let's go to medium, drop it in there again, and this is definitely nice. I like this light. Let's go to high, drop it in there. It's working pretty good. And then turbo, look at how bright that is. That is just crazy. And then let's do some strobe underwater. We'll just push and hold. Look at that. That is crazy. That could be like the light at a disco party. Single press, and then low, medium, high, and turbo. And I did all that underwater. So as you can see, we are clearly passing the IPX8 waterproof standard with flying colors. This light is really good. We are on the lowest setting. This is 10 lumens. That's a good amount of light, and the runtime is impressive, 150 hours. That's 6.25 days, and produces 19 meters of throw. That's fantastic. I like that setting a lot. Push it again. We're going to bump up to medium. This is 200 lumens for 8 hours, 85 meters of throw. That's fantastic. There is a look at high, 650 lumens for 3 hours, 153 meters of throw. And you can see that we have a lot of flood and a hot spot. So this is kind of a balanced beam. Push it again. We're going to get up to turbo, 1600 lumens for an hour and a half, 240 meters of throw. That's fantastic. Now, strobe warning. There is our 1600 lumen strobe that will last for 3 hours and produces 240 meters of throw. Very disorienting strobe. I like the way this light works. And now we can cycle back to low, medium, high, and turbo. Back to low. So hopefully you enjoyed those night shots out of the Cyansky P20. Let's take a look at this holster real quick and see how it fits in there. It's always nice to have a good holster for your light to protect it. So as you can see, it fits in there really nice. So that is a very basic holster. It does just what it's designed to do. It protects the light, and that's really all that matters, really. You can put it in a face like that, or you can put it in upside down. So whichever orientation you want the light to be in there, it's going to work. So very nice. So I like that holster. It's very nice. Now my final thoughts on this light are fantastic. I like this light a lot. It's made out of good, solid, quality materials. It's extremely easy to use. You push the button to turn the light on, you come down to the mode switch and you cycle through the modes. You get to wherever you want. It has a memory. If you push and hold, you'll get to that strobe. If you push, it gets rid of the strobe. It's just an extremely easy flashlight, and it's got a good beam pattern. There are a couple things that I think that they can do to make this great flashlight even greater, and one of them would be either add a dual direction pocket clip because we need a little bit deeper carry. If our trousers are right here, we're going to have this much light hanging out. So a deeper carry would be nice, and dual direction, or the ability to reverse the battery tube so that we can have this pocket clip going backwards so we could use it as a headlamp in a pinch. Now, I know that this light's heavy. It's not really designed to be used as a headlamp, but that option on a hard hat or something like that at a job, that's a good option. Another thing that I would suggest is getting some kind of ability to tail stand, but there's kind of a balance between that. You know, if you have gloves on, this thing's easy to operate with gloves on, you know, and you could kind of do SOS or whatever you need to do. So it's kind of a trade-off. Do you want a nice exposure to the button, or do you want a tail stand? So that's not really that big of a deal. The other thing that I would suggest, and that's not to knock Cyansky at all, because they did a fantastic job on this light. Maybe if they could upgrade the battery to USB-C charging, that would be better. That is a more popular cable, more standard these days. But that's really the only things I can see about this light that are in need of improvement. I like this light. I want to say thank you to Cyansky for sending this light out for review. I think it's fantastic. Folks, I want to say thank you for watching this video today on the Cyansky P20. Please make sure that you check the description box down below. I'll put a link to where you can find this. Please feel free to leave comments down below, and thumbs up before you go if you would, please. It helps me out. And with all that being said, folks, again, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.